So hi and welcome to this video. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing off the parts of the comment page that we didn't actually get finished last time, because as you can see, if we scroll down, we have a comment and our comment box and a comment button above every single comment on the page, and obviously we only want one comment box. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing in this video, and then the next thing we're going to be doing is we'll probably start off either the comment like system or the video like system. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fix the comment, the text box and the comment button being displayed with every comment, and that's actually quite simple. So what we're going to do is we're just going to copy this div, and we're going to move it up above here and paste it in there. And as you will see now, let's just get rid of that so the coloring's right. Okay. So as you'll see now, if we refresh, all the comments are displayed, and the comment box is only appearing once. But as you'll see now, if we type in a comment, so as you can see, the last comment is test comment 123. So let's say this is a comment again. So if we click post comment and we scroll down, as you can see, it is, oh yeah, we have to refresh. As you can see, it's posted loads of times. It's not actually posted twice. It's posted in the other video I assumed it was twice, but no, it's actually posted the number of times that the original number of times of comments there was. So I know that makes no sense, but that's why I'll explain it now. So as you can see, if we count these comments, that's comment 1, that's comment 2, that's comment 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's 10 comments before. So as you can see now, if we count the this is a comment again, it says there's comment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's actually really easy to fix. All we have to do is copy this code, and we come up here, and above here we can just create a new PHP block and paste it inside, and that's it. So now if we refresh again, and I'm gonna write this is I don't know, this is on a video. So if we click post comment and refresh, it just posts once and it says this is a comment on a video. So that's it, sorted. The other thing we should actually fix is that you can see new comments appear below the old ones. So what we want to do is we want the old ones to appear above the new ones. So that's really easy. It's just down to the way we order them when we query the database to find the comments. So what we just say here is order by, and then so what we just say is order by ID, which is the ID in the database. So and then we just say DESC for descending, and this just means that it'll display the new comments above the old ones. So as you can see, we scroll down, it shows us the latest comment, and then if we scroll all the way to the bottom, it shows us the very first comment we made. So let's scroll up, and that's that sorted. So the next thing we're going to do is probably the video ratings instead of the comments, because we can come back to comments later, because video ratings is probably going to be a bit more fun to do, and we can copy the code from that and use it in other parts, for example for the comments. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the rating system, and we're going to copy sort of the way YouTube does it, I think anyway. So what we're going to do is we're first going to create a new database table. And actually, before we create the database table, we actually want to plan out the fields first. So what we're going to say is ID is the first field. Second field we need is video ID of the like or dislike was on. The next thing we need is whether it's a like or dislike. So we'll just set type for that. So we need 3 fields. So we'll just keep it open for a minute, and we'll create a new table called ratings, and we're going to give it 3 columns. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just make this bigger for now, just temporarily, and this way hopefully we'll be able to actually see what we're doing. So the first thing we need is an ID, second thing we need is a video ID, and the third thing we need, okay, so I'll just zoom out a bit. The third thing we need is a type. So the ID can be an integer, video ID is a varchar, and type is a varchar. And the length of varchar or video ID is 32 characters because it's an MD5 encrypted string. The type or the length of varchar or for the type column is gonna be it's gonna be 7 characters, and this is because for example, if we use the word like, it's 4 characters long, and if we use the word dislike, it's 7 characters long. So we need 7 characters to be able to write the word dislike. So now if we scroll down a bit and we click on auto increment and we click on primary, we just click on save, and this should create our table. So I'm just going to make this bigger again, and then I'm going to shrink this down. So as you can see, now we have our table called ratings, and what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to insert a rating. So insert, I'm going to give it the video ID that we're on at the moment, so I'm going to double click this and copy it. Then I'm going to copy and paste it into here, and then I'm going to give it a type of like, and then I'm going to click go. So there it is, our query is executed, and now we have a like on this video. But we need a way to actually display this to the user. So that's what we're going to do. It's actually not that hard. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go up here above the comment form. I'm going to create a new div. Whoops, and then just put it in here to make it look better. And the new div is just going to be called like div. So okay, we don't need to give it a name for the minute. Actually, we can just leave it. So I'm just going to set its style also to full left. And I'm just going to write like slash, no, actually I'll just write ratings div. So there's our ratings div. What we're going to do is we're going to give it a height of 40 pixels. Okay, that's a bit too high, so we'll actually decrease it to maybe 25. Okay, so 25 looks about right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, within here, we're going to create a new div. And we're going to give it some style. So the style attribute's just going to say that the width of the div is going to be, I don't know, for the minute we're just going to leave it as 20 pixels. And the height is going to be 5 pixels. And then the background color is going to be red, just temporarily. So let's just, whoops, I need to close, okay, I've closed it off. So, whoops, and now we're just going to refresh. So there's our like sort of div, and this is going to be, this is the way YouTube does their ratings. So we're going to sort of copy them, and we're going to copy this too and paste it here, and change this to green. What we want to say is also on this div we want it to float left, and then another one's going to float left. So as you can see now they're stacked against each other, and this is the way we're going to use, this is the way we're going to like do our ratings, except we'll probably use gray like YouTube does, and we're going to use green for the number of likes and grey for if it's a dislike. So the other thing we want to do is we actually want to maybe float it on the right hand side, just because that's a better side to do it on. And change this to, okay, no. So we need to give this div actually a width before the float right will actually work. So we'll give it a width of maybe 400 pixels. That's not quite enough, but let's try 450, maybe that's too much. 470. Okay, maybe 475. So as you can see, it's mostly just trial and improvement, trying to work out which one to do. So that looks okay, that'll do for the minute. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually find out how many likes and dislikes there is in the database, and we're going to calculate them. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to come in here and we're just going to create a new block. We're going to call it calculate likes. And for some reason the formatting or the styling's gone a bit weird, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new PHP file, and then we're just going to copy and paste the code into it afterwards. So what I'm going to do is just going to go in here and create a new file called test.php, and this way we'll be able to see our styling. So I'll just copy this in. So the first thing we need to do is we need to query the database. So I'm just going to create a MySQL query. It's going to be select all from likes, or no, it's ratings actually, where video ID equals video ID. And the reason we're using the video ID variable is because it's unique to the actual video. It's so that we can load the specific likes for this video. And it won't actually work at the minute because we're obviously in another PHP file, but as soon as we copy this over, the video ID variable will work because it's not defined in this or declared in this file, but it is declared in this file right at the very top. So now we've done that, what we need to do is we need to say calculate likes. We also need to say where video ID equals video ID, and type is equal to like. And then what we want to do is we just want to say num of likes equals MySQL num rows query, and we'll actually change this to get likes, and copy this and paste it in. So now we've done that, we've got the number of rows, so we're just going to say echo num of likes. And now we've done that, we can actually just copy and paste this code in to the actual real file. And let's have a look. We should get 1. And as you can see, 1 is echoed out. And if I come in here and I insert another one, I'm just going to still insert a like, but I'm just going to show you that this will increase to 2 now. And as you can see, now we have 2 likes. That's good. That means that it's working. That means our code is correct. So what we want to do now is we want to actually find a way to display the likes in the form here. So we want a certain number of likes to take up a certain number of space, a certain amount of space. So what we're going to do is we're going to first start off by giving the like, dislike thing, these 2 bars, a set width for them to fill. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to set the widths as percentage based. So the first thing we need, since this is width of 475 pixels, we're going to actually create another containing div inside of it with a smaller width. So this div is going to be obviously float right as well. Whoops. But it's going to have a width of approximately, I don't know, 200 pixels. So this way we have this original div, which is the whole width of the page, and then within that we have a smaller div which is only about this wide, and it's on the right hand side of the page. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to increase this to 50% and 50% as well. And as you can see, that is the maximum amount of space that our likes/dislikes will ever take up. And maybe that's a wee bit too much, so we'll just decrease this to 180. And then we're going to calculate the percentage based on the number of likes or dislikes. So the way we're going to do this is we're also going to come back into this file because we have good formatting. We can actually see the colors and it'll make it easier to read. So what we want to do is we want to work out the percentages. So obviously percentages are out of 100. So we need to get the likes compared to dislikes and find the percentage of them. So how are we going to do this? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to calculate the total number of likes and dislikes. So in our case, there's 2 likes and 0 dislikes. So this means that in that case, the green bar should fill the whole thing. So in that case, we want to set green equal to 100% and red equal to 0%. And then if there is, for example, I don't know, 1 like and 1 dislike, we want to set green equal to 50% and red equal to 50%. So this is how we're going to use it to work it out. So the way we're going to work it out is the first thing we're just going to create a simple if statement. So this is called so this sort of isn't a real, this isn't real PHP syntax, but this is just called pseudocode. It's where you sort of write code that's not a real language, but it's just sort of the way you would plan things out. So the way we would logically work this out is if either red or so if red equals 0, then we want to set green equal to 100, and then we want to set else if green equals 0, then we want to set we want to set red equal to 100%. So then we can also set else if for example red equals 1 and green equals 1, then we want to set red and green equal to 1 or to 50%. So this is sort of the logic we're going to use. So let's put that into real code now. So since these are percentage based, I'm just going to change these to PHP code. I'm going to say echo let's see, echo red, and copy this, echo green. And then up here what we're going to do is we're just going to, okay, we can go on the other page and do it. So what we're going to say here is first we're going to define the variables. We'll set them as numbers actually. And red, I don't want it to 50, I want it to be 0. And then I'm going to say is if num of likes is equal to 1, okay, so I found a way better way to do this. It's to convert the number of likes and dislikes into a percentage to fill up the space. So what I mean by that is we need to work out how many pixels of the what percentage of the 200 or the 180 pixels the number of likes and dislikes should each take up. So what we want to say is 180 pixels equals 100%. We can get rid of these. So then that means that 1% equals 18 pixels, or no, equals 18 pixels. So then that means that we need to work out what 1% is. So for just for an example, say we had three likes and 1 dislike, and I only chose these because 4 goes into 100 pretty easily. So if we had 3 dislikes, or 3 likes and 4 dislikes, the first thing we would do is find the total. So the total number is just add them together. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. So then that means that the total number of likes, like 100%, equals 4. So then what we do to find out how many pixels it takes up is we divide 180 by 4. So this is the way I'm going to work it out. So 4 likes, or 4, say 4 equals total, which also equals 100%. So then that means to find, which also equals 180 pixels. So these all mean the same. So this means the same thing. So 180 pixels is 100% of the width of the div, which is the total number, the total amount of space that 4 likes should take up, or the total number of likes and dislikes should take up. So then what we do to find out what 1 like takes up is we say 180 divided by 4, which equals 45. So 45 pixels is what each like should take up. So then we say 45 pixels multiplied by 3 equals number of pixels taken up by likes. And then we could also say remainder. I know I spelled that wrong, but it doesn't matter. Remainder equal, or is not amount of space taken up by dislikes. So that's what we're going to say. So that's how we're going to work it out. So the first thing we're going to do is work out the total number of likes and dislikes. So in here, we'll come down here actually and we'll just do it. So we need to create a new query then for number of dislikes. So up here, I'll just say copy this and paste it down. Say get dislikes. And then we'll go in here and we'll say get dislikes as well, and we'll type equals dislike. So now I've got the number of likes and number of dislikes. We're just going to say total num equals num of likes plus num of dislikes. So in our case, this will be 2. So then what we want to do is we want to say, we can keep everything dynamic, so we'll set this to a variable 2. Total width. So then we're going to go up here actually as well, and we'll say total width equals 180. And we'll also say, declare the red and green variables. So green equals 0 and red equals 0. So now we've done that, we've got the total number. So the next step we need to do is divide 180 by the total number. So total width width of 1, which is equal to 1 like or dislike, equals total width minus divide by total num. And then what we want to say is width of, let's see what we called it. Okay, so then we just, instead of that, we just say green equals width of 1 multiplied by num of likes multiplied by number of likes, and then we just set red equal to width of 1 times num of dislikes. And this should work if I am correct. Hopefully I am, because I just literally made this up, so I'm hoping that it'll actually work. So let's paste that in. Whoops. Let's just do this to keep it tidy. Just keep going. So that should be it. If everything that all looks okay, so let's have a look. So what should happen is we should just get a full green bar. Okay, so we've made a mistake because our code isn't working. So let's have a look at the source code of the page. And what I'm assuming is happening is it's just not working at all. Okay, so total width is an undefined variable on line 70. Okay, let's sort that out. Okay, so total width, and what did I set it to? Okay, so the total width I'd said had an underscore in it, so let's just set that. Let's give that an underscore, and let's refresh and scroll down. And as you can see, we have a full green bar. And now if I come up here and I insert a dislike into the video, hopefully it should divide by 3, and we should get a third of it should be red. Okay, we've got a problem here. Let's have a look. Okay, so that's a really simple thing. What we've done is we just kept the percentages, so that luckily that's really easy to fix. All we need to do is come in here and change these from percentages to pixels, and we should have no problems. As you can see there, that is it working. If we add one more like into the database, so add another like and refresh. As you can see now, that only takes up 25% of the space, because there is now 3 likes and 1 dislike. I believe, yeah, there's 4 rows, so there should be 3 likes and 1 dislike. Like, dislike, like, that's 3 and 4, or 3 and 1, so that's 4, so then that's it worked. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. I know it was kind of a long video, and there was kind of complicated, some of the things to work out. It was a bit awkward in places to work out, but we got there in the end. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll